Episode 3, The Truth About Nneoma. My people, you have followed this tale with listening ears and open hearts. You have seen how joy can turn to ashes, how beauty can be called danger, and how a child's courage can wake a sleeping spirit. But now, the hour has come. The truth about Nneoma must be revealed. We return to that quiet hut where angry footsteps thundered outside, where villagers shouted, "Bring the child out. We will not watch her bewitch another soul." Inside, Nneoma stood trembling. Ifeatu clung to her side. And then, slowly, Nneoma opened her door. The people gasped. She looked like a spirit, face pale, eyes heavy with tears that had refused to fall. But there was no fear in her voice, no weakness in her bones, only fire. And she spoke. "Enough. I have buried a husband. I have buried a son. And now, you want to bury what's left of my soul. I never harmed anyone. I only loved and lost. And because I grieved too loudly for your comfort, you called me a witch. But Ifeatu, this child, reminded me that I was still alive. She brought me light when all I had was darkness. If she is bewitched, then let me remain cursed forever." The villagers were silent. Even the leaves refused to rustle. And then, a hand rose from the crowd. It was Ifeatu's mother. She stepped forward and said, "My child went to her by my blessing. I knew Nneoma before grief swallowed her voice. She is not a witch. She is a mother who lost everything and still found love to give." The crowd began to shift. Murmurs turned into whispers, whispers into silence, and silence into shame. One of the elders, grey as the old baobab tree, stepped forward. He looked at Nneoma, then at Ifeatu. And he said, "It is not her who is cursed. It is we, who closed our eyes and opened our mouths." And right there, in front of the whole village, he bowed before Nneoma. From that day, everything changed. Nneoma did not become who she once was, no. But she began to live again. She swept her compound. She washed her hair. She planted flowers beside her door. And the children, one by one, returned. They sat under her mango tree as she told stories. Stories of the moon, of the animals, of Obina and Chike. Ifeatu never left her side. She became the daughter Nneoma never birthed. And in time, the same woman they feared became the woman they came to for wisdom. My people, grief is not madness. Silence is not guilt. Sometimes, those who suffer the most are the ones carrying the deepest love. The eyes that cry still see. And the heart that breaks can still hold love. So when next you see a woman walking alone, with no smile on her lips and no child in her arms, do not throw stones. Throw kindness. For that may be the very thing that saves her. Thank you, my people, for walking this journey with Nneoma. Share this tale. Let the world know that not every silence is a curse. Follow this channel for more stories that heal, teach, and remember. Until next time, keep your fire burning.